Like I think they call each like level zone.
Oh god.
What does the Sonic Heroes go by any of that? I think it just goes by like level names.
Yeah, I don't think it actually has X. They just call themselves like Seaside Hill, Ocean Palace, Hedgehog, etc.
Yeah, they don't.
Which
They didn't
doesn't
have,
really make sense.
It doesn't. It didn't really have acts. It just had stages.
There's
You'd expect
some
that
levels that would be
That
kind
would
of
be like the one 3D Sonic game that would do that.
No, I mean,
Zone 7, how would that work? Like high in the sky zone, what else would you call it?
yeah, you
High
can't
in
call
the
it
sky zone.
high. I'm flying.
I'm flying so high in the sky.
There was supposed to be a Goofy movie reference in there, but
Sonic
haven't
and the
seen
Secret Rings. Watch Sonic Run Zone.
and then DLC comes out for Sonic and the Secret Rings, even before Generations. What?
But it's a Wii game, it doesn't have DLC.
Watch that did.
There's patches that come out on the Wii. I mean, Skyward Sword got a patch, but
Oh yeah, that's only to fix like any of the broken bugs.
because Skyward Sword was a broken game. Actually, I don't know. I never played it.
Well, yeah, but back then there was plenty of sequence breaking.
I'm sure there's got to be at least one Wii game that has DLC. I'm gonna look this up.
It feels like there should be, but then again, a lot of times when Wii games get built, they get built exclusively around the concept of being a Wii game. Because the software wasn't powerful enough to be easily ported over from PS3 or 360. And like nowadays with the Wii U and the PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, like all three game systems are now receiving most of the games. Like there's no PS4 unique except for Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's on Xbox One.
Damn it. Well, Xbox One's gonna see a little rise in sales.
I think they might be getting Final Fantasy 15 exclusively. I don't know if that's coming out on Xbone or not. I know it's supposed to be console exclusive at least. So it's not getting a PC release, but
I wish it got PC release.
I know, and I'm sure it will in the future, but not for a few years. I mean, we're only just like within the last year getting that Final Fantasy 13 stuff.
I found something that said that some titles feature downloadable content and it'd be between 100 and 800 points, but I also found it on Wikipedia, so yeah.
Does it include which games those are? Because if I don't have an exact example,
It just says we were. So,
that
no.
doesn't really do much. These level sequences. One of these days.
The Ice Climbers.
They weren't in Smash 4.
No, I cry every time because apparently the Wii U wasn't capable of handling more than one character at once, even though the Wii was.
It's because they had to handle 8-man Smash.
Rosalina.
Rosalina doesn't count.
But it's the thing is with Rosalina, it's not even like with the Ice Climbers. You press a button, then the other one just has an input lag version. But with Rosalina, it's like two different controls for both of them, if that makes sense. So I think that would be harder to pull off.
It would be actually.
I'm guessing it's because they have to have two nearly exact copies of the character. In an 8-man, that wouldn't be very good.
No, and then there's the opportunity that that they would get separated.
That too. Imagine if that DLC request for Banjo-Kazooie gets through too. I wonder how that would work.
Yeah, I want Banjo-Kazooie in there. I voted for Gino from Super Mario RPG.
I wrote in for Tingle. I have no regrets.
I've voted for Klonoa because Namco.
What?
Okay, can't blame that.
Who'd you vote for?
Klonoa.
I don't even know who that is.
Look it up. You're missing out.
Is it he or she?
I think.
Cat.
My beautiful rings.
Oh, found a game. Rock Band 2.
Rock Band 2.
Okay, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
apparently that had DLC.
Yeah, Rock Band 2 had DLC. It's just more songs.
Yeah,
Still.
still DLC.
Still DLC, but doesn't matter. It's still overpriced for machine.
Oh, and
So-
Rock Band 2 only had single songs, while Rock Band 3 had like a multi-pack type of thing.
Yeah.
And actually, now that I think about it, Guitar Hero did as well.
Well, I'm going back
yeah.
to your YouTube to watch Crash Bandicoot Twinsanity. We only have 7 people watching.
Say that like it's a bad thing.
No. I'm just surprised.
3 of them are us, but I'm guessing Mayo's got this.
Actually, 2 of them are you. My number doesn't count because I'm on the dashboard.
Ah.
I just don't think mine counts. Speaking of that, I might actually wind up doing a Crash Bandicoot one of these if I ever actually finish the Sonic one. It would take a lot less time.
It would, because all the Crash Bandicoot games were around. I'm surprised that franchise died out.
Activision just hates
I'm-
good games.
It just reminded me that I'm still like technically in the middle of doing my Crash Bandicoot one.
What are you in right now? I know you finished Nitro Kart.
I think I need to do an extra video for Nitro Kart showing off the other characters, maybe. There's something that I have to show that I didn't show. And then after that, it would be Fusion.
So are you
And
gonna
the
do
main
both
race.
of the games, or are you just gonna do one of them?
I'm gonna do the one where you play as Crash.
Okay, so you're doing
Dun,
purple.
dun, dun. Crash Bandicoot.
That's
And the reason
purple
I-
or Fusion.
One,
I should
one
do a
of the
s-
reasons.
I should do a Spyro. You should do a Spyro one. All the games.
If I do Crash, I have to do Spyro by default. Although, I'm not doing Skylanders if I do that, because I don't want to go out of my way to get every single one of those games. Especially not the last two, because you have to get another portal.
What, Skylanders?
Yes.
How about just play Portal instead?
Yeah, I'm
Play
okay with
pool.
that.
No, just start playing pool. Like billiards pool.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
That's fine.
Just start playing billiards. I'm getting really good at billiards.
Make it so it's like a mod, so you're playing as like Spyro who's playing it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Spyro pool.
I actually have Unity installed, so I could probably make something like that.
I'm curious how you would have that work when Spyro doesn't have hands. But,
He just uses mouth. Like, come on.
It doesn't matter whether he has hands or not, it's a video game.
It's just a video game. Like, come on.
I mean, that's the reason Insomniac left the franchise, so...
So yeah. For me,
Wait,
if I
the
had,
reason they left the franchise because he doesn't have hands.
Well, there's only so much you can do with the character that doesn't have hands. That was their reasoning.
Okay, that's the first I've heard of that. That's silly.
I mean, you can already see it in Spyro 3. They were kind of tapped for ideas.
Oh, to be fair, the only Spyro games I've played is 1, 2, and Enter the Dragonfly, so... I wouldn't really know much Spyro.
Well, if you can find it, I'd say go for Hero's Tale. You're probably not missing out on much if you go out of your way to avoid the others.
No, I've got Spyro 3 downloaded, and I was gonna probably play that sometime during the summer, because I was gonna record Spyro 2, but my copy has the cutscenes. There's no audio
Oh,
whenever you play it. So I downloaded it, but the download pack on the PSN had all 3 games, so I got that.
nice.
Nice.
I'd probably get Heroes Tale because I've always wanted to play that game because I had a friend who played it and I watched him play it. It
What,
was
Sonic
alright.
Heroes?
Sonic Heroes Tale, yeah.
Nice. Sonic Heroes is a good game.
It is.
Too bad it's like 4 stories that ultimately each one at the end is like, oh, you have to fight Metal Sonic. And guess what? You can only fight as Team Sonic in super form.
And even then, it's only Sonic that goes super. Even
Yeah.
though
One
Knuckles
of the
has
biggest problems I've had with the 3D Sonic games, they always throw Super Sonic to you at the last minute for the final fight for a new gameplay type that you're never going to know how to play because you're only just getting it then.
I
Doesn't make sense.
with Sonic Adventure, I get it because it's basically Sonic's gameplay and it's really fast. Heroes, to an extent, is basically just the normal gameplay. They just kind of made it seem a bit different because you're technically flying, but really you're not because they probably just put ground underneath it and you're levitating on top of that. But it's like invisible
they're
ground.
pretty much, yeah, it's pretty much just invisible ground. Like you can just, it's like in that plane, it's just there's a texture for it, and then underneath that texture is and then on that the ground that Sonic and his friends usually run on, and then they just added a texture to make it invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
it's transparent actually. Transparency.